Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And first of all, I want to thank my major contributor to the George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh channel. They sent me a very large donation for my birthday, and I thank them for it. I will not divulge that person's name. And another thing, I want to give a shout out to my friend Abram. And he and I saw each other, and at first I didn't recognize him because this is the by the way, this is the no coffee all day birthday haul video, because I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't grind coffee up, and I had to run out of here to get the bus. And I went to Starbucks and was supposed to get my free birthday coffee, and when they ran the card, there's nothing on here. What's supposed to have my birthday? I set it up. Do you have a gold card? I said, no. What am I, Goldfinger? I never had a gold card. I don't know what one is. And I stopped at another Starbucks. He didn't know what the guy working there didn't know what a gold card is either. He said, some affinity program if you buy a lot of coffee. My problem is when I go into Starbucks, I don't use their card. I give them cash for a cup of coffee all the time. I've been doing that 11 years in a downtown Starbucks. I'm going to talk to Starbucks on Monday. He goes, very miffed I didn't get my coffee. So anyway, an informant of mine says that the circle of distrust has been conning me all along. There was no Fifi, there were no donations. Jerry and Drone. Drone wrote back calling my informant a liar. Well, that person has an impeccable reputation, and I believe them. So it's better I just not deal with these three people. And you know, Jerry has been saying on Sewer Gab that I've been friendly to him. I've been civil to all of them, even 6-week tenure. Tobias Taylor, his wife dumped him, and he's living in a cabana or something and about to be thrown out, and all kinds of stuff going on. And he's going to be homeless soon, and he's weeping about it, and she's evil and all this stuff. So, well, I can't afford to allow my stuff to get involved with these three people again. They humiliated me, they made me feel like crap, and I don't want to deal with it. So they can call my informant a liar all they want, but the informant says they've read the stuff that Jerry in 6-week tenure is posting on Belgab. Of course, the problem is every time this gets posted and I say to them, hey, what's going on with this, they say that they're being photoshopped, it's being pranked, it's not them, they never did it, they are pure as a driven snow. So rather than deal with it, I just said, screw it, I'm not going to even talk to these guys anymore. And I was just being civil. I send them stuff, a few news stories about football, the NFL draft, and I'm being nice about the latest videos up. No more. I'm done. I'm not gonna be aggravated. And I'm not gonna go into Sewer Gab. It's my damn birthday, and I'm not gonna have myself aggravated all weekend. So that's the end of that. All right, we have here round steak thin. I got this 30% off, so I'll put that in the freezer, and when I make my crock pot meal next time, that'll go in there. I got original turkey burgers, and yeah, I know it's all fast food or prepackaged food. I didn't have time to get anything else. By the time I got to the Apple store and waited forever, and I forgot that my Genius Bar appointment was yesterday. My appointment, I mean. I had to go on the bus and head to the Safeway and get home. Okay, Heinz ketchup. This is what the one dinner looks like, by the way. And, okay, roasted turkey breast and stuffing. Honey roasted turkey breast. Herb roasted chicken. These are all my favorites. Chicken pot pie, and this is the beef pot roast. And by the way, I went to the Apple store because the charging cables are rotting. Apple's rubber rots, and basically this thing starts to disintegrate. And the other one works, this one does not work, and they base it on their warranty. And since my iPads are bought out of warranty, they won't give me a new cable. So with the donation I got, I will Monday order from Amazon an Anchor armored cable. It's got armored heavy cloth on it. It's not rubber, it won't rot. Oh yeah. I got some Costa Rica Aurora Clean Bright Juicy Berry Light Roast Pete's Coffee. I think they should have named it Aurora Borealis, but that's beside the point. And I got this stuff, and every time I get excuse me, something new and decide to try it, it bites me. So, raspberry chocolate. Well, the raspberry's too tart, so I'll eat it, but that's my little birthday snack. And I went to a restaurant. They offered me a free hot fudge sundae for my birthday, but it was in a glass about the ridge on that, and first you got a little bit, and the glass was like this wide, and it was fluted. I can't like this, and the first part was whipped cream with colored sprinkles, and then underneath that was a little plug of something that looked like ice cream but had the consistency of styrofoam and didn't taste like ice cream, and then underneath that was either mocha or dark chocolate, which I can't stand, and it was very bitter. So that was their hot fudge sundae, and they sang me happy birthday, and the candle was almost bigger than the glass. So they were very nice about it, but it's like, hello, this is not a hot fudge sundae. This isn't even a blip on the radar to hot fudge sundae. It had something that may have been hot fudge and something that might have been ice cream. The whipped cream tastes like whipped cream. I don't know what the hell it was. So they gave me a free root beer, and I liked that and thanked them for that. But I got some bread, and I ate the bread. That's all I had to eat all day. And I've had no coffee all day, and I kept yawning and feeling very tired, and I didn't have time to go to get coffee, make coffee. And then I went to Starbucks to get my free birthday coffee, and the person there is the barista, stupid name, ran my Starbucks card, and there's nothing on this Starbucks. Well, no, I haven't loaded any money. Well, no, there's no birthday. It's supposed to be your birthday. I said, look, I programmed it when I set the card up. My last Starbucks card, my wallet was stolen. I don't have it. So that was when it was stolen out of our car last year. So I'll have to call Starbucks on Monday and say, I didn't get my birthday coffee. And I never went to Red Robin and got my hamburger either, because by the time I got done with Walnut Creek, went to Safeway, it's time to go home. So that's how my birthday went. But one more thing, the person that sent me the large donation, their veracity and their reputation and their characters unquestioned and sterling, and there have been never anything bad about that person. So I'm not saying that's because he gave me a donation, but even before I ever got anything from that person, they've always been on my corner, and they've always been, there's been no issues, no trolling, none of that stuff. So for Drone to call that person a liar, well, sorry, but that's wrong in a lot of ways. All right, oh yeah, one other thing. I got this from the food giveaway on Sunday. If you ever get a box of this, run like hell. This is Yehuda's gluten-free matzah-style squares, imported from Israel, not a replacement for matzah at the Seder. And it does have one thing: naturally better with your mind, with youinmind.com. I think somewhere it may have said no GMO. Yet it says maybe used for Passover and year round, and then it says not a replacement for matzah at the Seder. So I don't get this. Anyway, this stuff is by Pillsbury. Tapioca starch, water, potato starch, potato flakes, palm oil, maltodextrin, honey, egg yolks, natural vinegar, and salt. Well, I don't know what all this stuff, other stuff is, but it tastes like salted sheetrock. It's so salty, all you taste is the salt. It looks like a matzah wannabe. And I've been eating matzahs all my life, so there it is. But the stuff is just, ugh. So that was that. I also did one other thing today. I stopped at a newspaper office and got to talk to the publisher and editor. And I have to send that person an email. And they asked me if I told them what I do on YouTube, and I've done news stories, including today's. And they said, you want to be a creditor of my paper? I was in a hurry. I wouldn't think right. I'm foggy from no coffee. So I'm going to have to go talk to that person again. I'm sending them the email with they said send me a link next time you do the video. And so it's possible I get accredited as a correspondent to the particular newspaper. That'd be really cool. And by the way, there was one other thing. Oh yeah, they blocked the buses off going to that area. They made them reroute them, so I could not have gone up there to go look at that in the bus. So that's that for that. That's why I don't go to news events in the bus, because when a news event happens and it's a police emergency, you can't get into that area normally. I was able to get the ghost ship fire, but I still had to stay a block away. Now, credentialed news people like CBS, Fox, they walk through the police lines. They didn't have a problem. That's what I hope to do. And once I have a car, I hope to be able to drive down to these events and give you a live update. Oh, and by the way, some guy on YouTube called me an idiot when I said that I don't have Wi-Fi on the iPad. Well, the iPad, you have to have a service provider to get Wi-Fi or cellular. You can get Wi-Fi if you're in a Wi-Fi hotspot, but when you're away from a Wi-Fi hotspot, you've got no Wi-Fi, and the cellular allows to make phone calls. Now, the new iPad Pro, it can do both, but you still have to sign up with AT&T or Verizon or T-Mobile. There's no getting around that. So I'm not an idiot. What I said was true. This iPad works in here because I have a Wi-Fi hotspot in my apartment. But when I leave my apartment past the front lawn, the Wi-Fi goes dead. I have no more Wi-Fi, and I certainly don't have. I don't know if this thing had cellular. I'd have to look at it. But they said if I buy a new iPad Pro, by the time I get around to buying the iPad Pro, there'll be the iPad Pro 2 or whatever they'll call it this week. I still have to go to one of the service providers or my cable internet provider and get internet for Wi-Fi and cellular. Then I can do a video anywhere. So I'm not an idiot. I know what I'm talking about. And whoever said that was just wrong. And I deleted their comment, but I really resent being called an idiot on my own channel. And finally, I was told by my friend and donator that my link to my PayPal account for donations is wrong. Well, that was a link. It goes to somebody else's account. Either I've been hacked or something's wrong, and I will find out tomorrow from PayPal what the link should be. But when I set up this account under their new system, that's what came up on the screen, and that's what I've been using. So I'll have to see what that link is or click on it and find out and let you know. I don't understand what's going on, but tomorrow morning I will give a call to PayPal. I'm too tired tonight, and correct the issue. And I thank that person, my donator, for letting me know. And they're a very good friend, and I really appreciate their friendship. I will not designate the sex of that person, be male or female, because they want to keep their identity secret. And I have to respect that. And I do have several new subscribers, but I can't look that up either because I can't look it up on the iPad. I can't get past the cord for charging to go in the bedroom. So until I move the iPad. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Sorry I went on so long, but I had to explain what's going on. I will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time for the 7th edition of the George Senda videocast, or the George Senda program, or whatever you want to call it. If you call it the George Senda show, it would be really the 9th, because I did 2 with Jasmunda and Curtis the Mud King, and I thank them for it. Hello, you guys. And we all know about that evil Jasmunda in Texas, in Australia, not Texas. What do you think of Texas for? And we know how he taught that kid to drive a third of the way across Australia, the 12-year-old kid. So that's why he's so evil, you know. All right, chewing on the cookie because I'm starving. Have a great night. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.